Hello, your Yoga Flow family. Welcome to another class. Today's class will be a Vinyasa-inspired class. This means we're going to be moving through postures where we spend only one breath per movement. So one inhale will be in one variation of the pose, and then the exhale we will move into a different variation of the pose, or even into a transition. So to start with, we're going to look at some foundational poses so that our alignment is safe to be able to flow at speed with that sort of pace of breath. And today's class theme is going to be about letting things flow. I'm very aware that many people, myself included, we often try to have some sort of a say about maybe over controlling what is coming our way, maybe what we don't want to come our way. And through meditation, I've really learned that if we can let go of that need to control the flow of things, whether it's away from us, towards us, whether we want it or we don't, if we can let things flow as they're meant to be around us in a state of calm, things that are meant to come will come. Things that we don't want to come may come, but we're still and we're able to allow it to move on as it is meant to do. An idea, not necessarily something to, live by, but something that I have really enjoyed practicing as of recent. So that's why I wanted to theme this class on letting it flow today. Let's start together in child's pose so that we can get in tune with our breathing. Modifications will be available today. Props, I'm going to recommend a couple of blocks only. If you have a strap, then you're welcome to use it. So please just let it flow. Take care of yourself, that's the only requirement. Otherwise, I really encourage you to have fun. So I'm going to take a child's pose with wide legs. If it would feel better for you to have your legs together, please take this variation. And then when you're ready, allow your torso to melt down, lengthening forwards, walking your hands down, and eventually lower your head. If you need support under your head, take it now with your hands or a block. And begin to tune into your breath. We'll be here for 5 breaths, so if you need any more support under your hip bones, between your ankles and your hips with a block, as I'm demonstrating now, you can take a look. Please take it. And join in with a deep inhalation through the nose. And a slow exhale. Focusing on the breath, allowing it to arrive as it wants to today. Try not to push your breath deeper unless it feels like it's happy to go there. Instead, invite whatever is here and experience it. One more cycle of breath. Exhale. To begin our flow, arrive on hands and knees. Stacking your knees under your hips, hands under your shoulders and fingers are wide. Starting with an inhale, soften the elbows and move into cow, opening the tailbone and chest. Exhale. Rounding through the spine, gazing to the navel and tucking the tail. 2 more of these, inhaling. Exhaling. Loosening off the back body, connecting breath and movement. This is your last exhale here. Come to a neutral spine. And on your exhale, find awareness of your core. I'm going to demonstrate what the spine looks like when it's not engaged. You'll see a falling of the tummy and an arching of the lower spine. Now to engage the core, with the front of the body, we pull it in towards the spine center. With the sides of the body, we squeeze it in and up to lengthen the trunk forwards. And with the very lower back, we lengthen that backwards. So find that with me, completely unengaged but soft and safe. And on your next exhale, gather everything in towards the midline. Whenever I cue alignment in the core today or gather into the midline, this is what this means. In Vinyasa, we don't have much time for cueing, so we teach it first. Let's add on. Alignment in the core, and then inhale, send your left foot out, heel is in line with your knee. On your next inhale, open the left arm up. And exhale, bring it down. Lengthen the torso, inhale, left arm up. Bring it down, this is an open twist. Inhale, back to center with the knee down. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, tabletop, align the core. Exhale, right leg out. Inhale, open twist, right arm up. Exhale, bring it down. Keep lengthening the torso. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, bring it down. Back to center, knees on the earth. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, neutral, align the core. Exhale, child's pose with knees in this position, elbows down. Drop the head between the hands. The head might not touch. This is a variation of child's pose just to open up the shoulders and release tension through the neck. Take one more cycle of breath. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Take an inhale, arrive at tabletop. Exhale, walk your hands forwards. Inhale, shift the shoulders over wrists, align core. Exhale, hold, knees down, plank. Inhale. Exhale. A little tougher. Inhale, extend the left leg, flexing the toe. Align the core. One more cycle of breath, soften the shoulders. Exhale, bring it back. Take a break. Sit on the knees or sit cross-legged. Shrug the shoulders. Relax your core. Part of letting things flow in life whilst we're resting for a moment is to allow slight discomfort to happen. We cannot avoid discomfort, it's part of life. We can tolerate how much we'd prefer to process, but discomfort comes in equal measure to joy and contentment and happiness. So letting it flow, or letting it be there, instead of jumping into it or trying to control it, is much more energy saving than when we try and do something about it. As long as we're safe, of course, and it's safe to let it be, we can just allow it to be, and it will go in its own time. You'll notice as we move into the next side, the discomfort that can appear physically in the body. And as long as you're safe, you can allow it to be, because it will move. So finding knees down plank, take an inhale. Align the core, exhale. Stay for one more breath. Exhale. Inhale, the right foot is going to go back. It can hover just an inch and flex the right ankle. Discomfort. Let it be. Exhale, lower the knee back down. And find downward facing dog or child's pose if you need to rest. We have 5 breaths here before we start our Vinyasa-inspired flow. And now that the core is engaged and we have some space, In your downward facing dog, please spread your shoulders. We spread our shoulders by spinning our elbow points back and away from the face. So semicircle outwards away from the face. If that doesn't make any sense, you can look at the screen now. So this is neutral. Externally rotating is pointing the elbow points back and the inner elbows forwards. Do you see that? Little bend can help. Neutral, forwards, neutral, forwards. Take one more breath wherever you are. And then everybody join us in downward facing dog. Bending your knees, looking to your hands, take an inhale. Exhale, big step to the front of the mat, feet hip width. Halfway lift, hands slide up to the shins or thighs, chest forward, core alignment. Exhale, soften the knees to fold. Inhale, one more of those. Exhale. Inhale, roll up, bring your arms with you, touching at the top. Exhale, core alignment in standing, hands to the chest. Inhale, circle up and around, let your body flare open a little to feel the difference. And as you draw the palms down, core alignment, everything into the center line. Okay, hold that core alignment now as you inhale, circle around and up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale here. Take your forward fold, soften the knees and hinge over the hips. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, hands up the legs. Exhale, palms down, downward facing dog. One inhale here. One exhale. Shift forward to plank pose. Inhale, shoulders over wrists, knees down or up. Exhale. Inhale. Shifting forward over the wrists. Exhale, lower to the earth, hugging your elbows to your ribs. Tops of the feet down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower the torso down. One more. Inhale, baby cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, down. Now we flow. Inhale, elbows in, press up to hands and knees. Exhale, variation of child's pose, hips back to heels. They may not touch, head might come down. Inhale, soften the elbows to a long cow. This means the arms are forward of the shoulders. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gaze to the hands. Exhale, big step, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward, release your neck. Inhale, stacking up, rolling through ragdoll, arms up overhead, core alignment. Hands to the chest, exhale. Inhale, stretching up. Interlacing your fingers, every one but the first. That points up, exhale. Inhale, core alignment, arc to the right. Exhale to center. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, arc to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, pointing the mudra, hand gesture forward. Take an inhale, pick up the right foot, either heel off the floor or leg raises all the way up parallel to the earth. Exhale, step it back to a high lunge. Little bit like James Bond now, just hold this mudra in to the chest. Take an inhale. Exhale, a little bend of the back knee to take the stretch deeper. Inhale, raising up or all the way into slightly straight legs. Exhale, back into the bend. 3 more times like this, making sure the front ankle is underneath the front knee, inhaling. And you can make this movement as big or as subtle as you wish. For the last one, take an inhale, and for balance challenge, can we send the arms in this mudra up? Exhale. Lower the back knee all the way to the floor. Take any padding under the knee if you need. Inhale, open the arms up. Exhale, hands to the chest. Inhale, twist yourself to the left. Exhale, hold. Inhale. Exhale, back to the front. Hands down, take an inhale, fingertips. Exhale, lift the back knee up. Palms down, take an inhale. Downward facing dog or child's pose, 3 breaths. Perhaps we're softening the knees to allow the spine to lengthen, back, until you feel the legs fire up. 2 more cycles of breath. If you're in child's pose, join us in downward facing dog now. Softening your knees, gazing to the front of the mat. Inhale, left leg leads, step to Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Take an inhale, shoulders down towards the waist, alignment in the core. Exhale, fold. Circle all the way up. Alignment in the core. Exhale, hands to the chest. Pause for 2 breaths. Noticing the quality of your breath. Warmer in the body. Let it be as it needs to be. Let's flow to the next side with the same sequence. Inhale, circle up and around, core alignment. Find the mudra, index finger pointing, exhale. On your inhale, lifting the left heel up. If you wish, exhaling, bringing the thigh parallel to the floor and hand in front of the heart. Breathing in here. Exhale, step back to high lunge. A wider stance if you need more balance. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee a little or a lot of the back leg. Inhale, raising up a little or a lot to almost straight legs. Exhale, rebending both. You got it. Inhaling. Exhaling. For the last 2, making sure your front knee is aligned over the ankle. Inhale, send the fingers up. And exhale, hold them up as you bend. Inhaling. And now exhaling, the back knee comes all the way to the earth. Hand in front of the heart in this mudra. Take an inhale. Exhale. Release. Inhale, circle the arms around and up. Core alignment as the hand comes to the chest. Inhale, twisting now to the right. I'll be twisting away from you. It's the same as on the left. Core alignment. Stay for 1 more cycle. Inhale, twisting forwards. Exhale, framing the front foot, fingertips. Inhale, lifting back knee. Palms down, downward facing dog or child's pose. 5 breaths. Bending the knees, looking to the hands. Inhale, right foot steps. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Inhale. Hold. Look down. Exhale. Core alignment. Breath steady. Tailbone reaching back, softness in the knees to take the pressure off the back. If you can't hold anymore and you feel sensation in the back, come into your forward fold. If you'd like to take it deeper, maybe one arm extends forwards, followed by the left. Imagine some people pulling your arms forwards and someone else pulling your hips back. And then core alignment in all of that stretch. One more breath. Exhale, join everyone else in the forward fold. Hand placement today on the back of the legs somewhere if it suits. 2 breaths. Uttanasana, forward fold, naturally super calming for the mind. Lowers blood pressure if we are stressed, clears the mind for more clear thinking. Release your hands down to the earth, gaze at your fingers, and slowly widen your feet as wide as the mat. Come down into your version of Yogi Squat Malasana, otherwise known as garland pose. You can use blocks underneath your heels, or you can use them underneath your sit bones. I like to take the medium side for more stability. And then arrive with your hands pressed in Anjali Mudra, which is palms together, pressing the inner knees out as the knees press against the elbows. Let that lift the spine and open the chest, taking a breath. So we went through a little flow today, Vinyasa-inspired flow. And now we're going to take it down to a quieter, calmer place where we can still allow things to flow. Opening up the hips for our spinal twists. If you'd like to remove the block for the last couple of breaths, you're welcome. Again, only moving into this space if it's safe for your body and it feels right. You can always adjust your feet. To make our way out of this pose, some people like to catch themselves down. If that feels at all compromising for your knees, then lift back up into Uttanasana, forward fold, heel toe your feet to neutral, and then crouch down so that your knees are not twisted and in line with the leg bones. Then sit down. Finding a little bit of core strength. The core, something I run away from every day. So I like to teach it because it also helps me. Is that terrible? I don't think so. I think it's just showing up, showing up for what you need. All right, hands onto the knees. Spread the toes. And then lift one arm out and see if this feels comfortable just to hold here. Core alignment, everything in and lengthening up. Breathe. Switching hands. Shoulders down away from the ears. Both hands if you wish, or back onto the knees to protect yourself. And again, you only have to go as far back as you feel is safe for your body. You're welcome to roll down to a supta position, which means onto the back if you feel safe, or you can help yourself come down using the arms. Hugging the knees into the chest as you arrive. Happy baby. Bending at the knees so the soles of the feet point to the ceiling, ankles are flexed. Widen the legs so the knees are more aligned over your armpits. And if it's available to you, holding either the back of the thighs, hands on the outside edges of the feet, fingers wrapping onto the soles, or some people like to take the variation where they turn their thumb away from them towards the bottom of the mat. Hold the insides of the feet and wrap around the soles that way. Directions in this pose. Tailbone lengthening down onto the earth. So you'll have to unfurl it. It's going to want to curl up away. Knees want to come down past, or direction, it never will be, but this is the direction. Imagine if the knees and thighs were to slide down the outsides of the ribs towards the mat. Soles of the feet are flexed, shoulders down on the mat away from the ears and down towards the hips. And here we breathe. 3 more cycles. This is active because your feet are pushing up into your hands, as your hands and your legs are also pulling down towards the earth. 1 more cycle of breath. Well done. Okay, let's really soften out. Bring your knees and ankles in. Abhanasana, this is called, when your knees are together, hugged into the chest, and we'll roll a bit side to side. Let's take a twist. You have the option today to keep your knees stacked. Open the arms to a T. Okay, so either one is stack the legs and just follow my voice. If you have practiced the knees crossed before and you know your knees are happy with it, then your right knee will cross over your left now. Take your starting position, flex the feet, core alignment. Take an inhale. And exhale, drop the legs as a unit to your left. If you need any support between your knees, a block here would be good. If you're happy here and you're like, oh, the cross leg might be nice, then you can go ahead and take it now. Right leg crosses over the left. For the full spinal twist, the head gazes to the right palm, but not necessary. Safety first. 4 breaths. Start to let your body unwind now, releasing any of that super strong core alignment, just letting it flow into a softer place. Take an inhale, bring the head back to center first. And then exhale, a little bit of core engagement as you draw the legs as a unit in. Uncross the legs if they are. Abhanasana, knees into chest, holding, rocking, wrapping the hands around the wrists, the forearms, the elbows, whatever works. A deep breath. To the next side, exactly the same setup, except we're going to drop our legs to the right. And if you wish to take the twist now with the left knee over the right knee, you can take that. Drop the legs over in your own time, being mindful, careful, soft. And for the full expression of the pose, the head turns to the left. We have 4 breaths, and for this one I'm going to leave you in silence to really unwind, starting with the shoulders, working down the spine. Take an inhale, bring the head back to center, a little core engagement, bring the legs back slowly in your own time. Uncross, knees into chest for Abhanasana, holding on, wrapping around and rocking side to side. Take some slower breaths now. Our next pose is Shavasana. If you practice a lot, you'll already feel your body begin to soften just at the word. Let it flow. Let it go there. And then one leg at a time, starting with knees bent, soles of the feet on the floor. If that feels like that's where you want to take your Shavasana today for spinal comfort, you can, or you can extend your legs all the way down. If you have anything to prop underneath your knees, like bolsters or blocks, so they're slightly bent, that's another way to release the lower back if there's any held tension. Find your variation, let your arms go by your side, wide or closer. And begin by gazing directly up. Soften your gaze and listen to your breath. Let your eyes close. And listen to where you feel your breath now. Where does the breath appear? Chest, ribs, belly, side. And then notice the heavy parts of the body already starting to relax down. The pelvis, the heels, the leg bones, the shoulders, the arms. Release awareness of the breath, and now just listen to any sounds around you. Now take your inner ears to what you feel in your body, whether it's temperature, softness, a feeling of moving into a slower pace. Be aware. And then let that softness carry your awareness into what the experience is. Shavasana, a resting and rejuvenating pose. Let the hammock of your mat hold you. And I will be back in a moment to bring us out of Shavasana and into a closing mantra. Start by bringing awareness to your breathing. You might have already taken a deeper breath, and that's totally fine. Bring that same awareness into your limbs, fingers and toes. Give the fingers a wiggle, curl the toes, maybe wiggle the ankles. Let the leg bones roll in their sockets. And with more breath and movement in the body, you're now ready to move into a stretch. Anything that feels great, breathe into that. And exhale. In your own time, move over to your right side, bending your knees up first to help you roll to the right. And then rest your head on your hands or somewhere on your arm. Just take a breath. A moment of pause. Pressing the left hand down, extending the right leg, or left leg, sorry, to help you press up sideways. Arrive in a comfortable seat, taking any support you need under sit bones or knees. Hands facing down on the legs. Let's take one cleansing breath in through the nose. Sigh out. Hands to prayer position. Bowing the forehead to the fingertips, sealing the benefits of this practice with Namaste. It means the light in me honors the light in you. Thank you for your beautiful practice. Flow with your day. Enjoy whatever you have coming next. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.